In 2008, I was living my dream as a professional athlete, racing snowmobiles with the best of the best in the world. I got a bad start in a qualifying race, and I was charging towards the front. About halfway through the competition, I was thrown from my machine, and when I impacted the ground, all my weight was on my left leg, and on impact it hyperextended 180 degrees, which caused a compound fracture. I hit the ground, and when I stopped rolling, my leg was laying on top of my chest. I was actually looking down at the sole of my boot.
Mike was really critical, and I knew it was bad. I'm like, it's a leg injury. But I looked at him and I'm like, we're gonna bolt you back together and you're gonna be fine. Like, we're at the hospital now, everything's gonna be fine. And when he came out of that initial surgery, they had bolted the leg back together, but he was not fine.
I was having major complications. My kidneys were shutting down, and I was almost to the point of not surviving. So at that point, they said it's the best course of action to amputate your leg just above the knee. And like me to hear that as an athlete, yeah, that was a hard one to take.
Amputation was our best option. And as soon as we both said those words, we cried. I mean, he was a top 5 athlete in the world. This is how we made our living, and now our whole life was changing.
Recovered, learned to walk on my first prosthetic leg, which was 5.5 weeks after the injury happened, which was really quick. As soon as I learned how to walk, I wasn't satisfied with that, so I wanted to keep moving forward, get back into the things that, that I enjoy most in life, and that's riding dirt bikes and snowmobiles.
But we started to look for prosthetics that were available, and there wasn't. Most of the legs were everyday walking legs that get you to the bathroom, that do just the basic daily needs, and Mike needed more than that, and he knew that. So he went into our garage, and he started sketching and drawing, and he built the leg within like 2 weeks. He walked into my house, and he set it on my kitchen table, and he's like, this is how I'm gonna race. This is how I'm gonna ride my dirt bike again.
It was crazy. I felt like a 16-year-old kid getting the keys to his first car, because that was gonna be my freedom. I'm gonna get back racing again and doing what I love. And so I bolted it on and went for that first ride, and within a minute, I knew it was gonna work. I realized that, I think I should start a company, and the goal being to create this high-performance prosthetic equipment. For one, hopefully it'll turn into a new career for me, because my pro athlete days are over, or so I thought at that point. It allowed me to keep doing the things that I really enjoy, and it's going to help some other people. And so I started BioDapt in 2010. We're focused on 2 main pieces of equipment: the Moto knee, which is for above knee amputees, and then we also have the VersaFoot, which can be used with the knee or independently as a below knee system. The innovative side of it is that we focus on the high performance side of prosthetic industry, and there's a big gap there. So a small company like us, BioDapt, fits it just perfect.
For Mike to design a leg that acts like your quadricep muscle and your hamstring, and allows him to get on his dirt bike and hit these huge jumps, but then at the same day, this same leg allows you to go wake surfing, you can go skiing, you can go snowboarding. So you don't need a different prosthetic for each activity. It's very versatile in, you change the air pressure to whatever you're going to be doing that day.
The most common use is snowboarding, which is kind of crazy because I didn't become a snowboarder until after I became an amputee, and it was simply for the purpose to test our equipment for one of our first clients, Keith Deutsch. And eventually that evolved into me getting wrapped up into this whole new opportunity called the Paralympics. I started competing with Team USA in 2014 and worked my way to the Paralympic Games in 2018. And the coolest part about that is my company BioDapt supporting basically the entire US parasnowboard team, all the lower limb amputees, and then a handful of other athletes from around the world. We had 15 athletes competing at the games with our equipment on. And of those 15, we brought home 11 medals in the snowboard competitions. You know, our company is located right here south of St. Cloud on my home property. It's you know, nothing big and fancy, but it creates some of the highest performance equipment.
This is where we grew up. This is our hometown, and we have customers from around the world using our product. We have different athletes and amputees that come to our facility, and now they're getting to see the St. Cloud area. We're utilizing Powder Ridge to teach people how to ski and snowboard. So we're very lucky to have this community base right here in our backyard. I never in a million years would imagine where we've come in the last 10 years, and I can't wait to see where we go in the future.
In the end, it's up to you to make your future what you want it to be, and in this case, you know, I wasn't satisfied with the equipment that was available, so I took it upon myself to create something better, and you know, we're helping people all around the world get back into action.